Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is December 31st, the last day of the 2025. I wish everybody have a good new year in 2026 and wish all the best for you, okay? And today I just want to, say something about the Nick Shirley, and I think he's a hero and he's like the independent journalist. So after Charlie Kirk and more American, like especially these the right wing American, they stand up. So a lot of like mid class and in the middle of the this election, not far right, not far left, in the middle one, they've been awaking. Okay, they wake up. They say, why our taxpayer money, right? The tax dollar goes to somebody else's personal pocket. They just establish a funding company, uh, the like non-profit company, and they receive all this money from the state government, from the feds government, right? And to provide this fake daycare. And I saw so many videos right now on X or even in on the Instagram. To I checked a lot of videos say in Ohio, Columbus, there is a daycare without any students. In Minnesota, there's so many, like at least I saw like 5 or 6 daycare. There's no children in this daycare, right? Why? And also, there's a funny story that the owner of this daycare, he told us, say, our daycare was operated by staff from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And there's a Somali um, woman. She talked about that, and she's sending the kids and from 2 p.m. and pick the kids from 10 a.m. I mean 10 p.m. Sorry, that's ridiculous. That's lying. Okay, if you got kids, kids should go bed before 8, mostly like 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Not 10 p.m. What kind of kids you are getting, right? You don't care their nutrition. Can you leave your kids in somebody else like daycare until 10 p.m.? I don't believe. So, and also I found like a lot of suspicious stuff. It's like, why this Minnesota Somali community only serve Somali people? They don't serve any other Americans, right? No white, no Asian, no Indian, no other no other people. Only Somali people. Why? Are they establish an independent country in the state of Minnesota? So in here, I just want to clarify. I think the American immigration system, it was fucked. You know why? So is my I remember, when I got here, I earned my master's degree, and a lot of my other, like, the classmates, they also earned their master's degree. But a lot of people, they can't stay in America because they cannot get H1 visa, so which is the working visa. It's hard because you gotta be the lucky and to draw this visa opportunity. However, that population to get the H1 visa is like that low. However, that immigrates from this um, refugee and that much. You can see the balance, right? So why American government wants so many people like from the third world war country as a refugee? These people, they came here, they are not contributing to this country. They came here to taking away the benefits. We can accept them, but not that much. We need to balance the people population. And also, see, in California, there's a huge community like from the overseas students, and they study here. For example, Indian and Chinese and other country, right? The majority country Indian Chinese, obviously, because it's Silicon Valley, right? So all these engineer, tech engineer, data analyst, whatever, and from the tech company, they study very hard. For me, I learn new skill every year because I don't want to be retired early and using my existing skill for like over 10 years. No, because this is fast-paced world. So we need to learn something as new. So As you know, AI can replace this human skill anytime, but you need to learn something, and AI cannot replace. So in Minnesota, these Somali immigrants, they are taking away so much benefits. And I think this American like government, they should learn the Chinese government. You cannot let everybody like from Somalia they living together, and they will just like be more united and voting the congresswoman, congressman they want to vote. They want to vote someone, speak to them. You need to spread them a little bit, right? Not putting 100,000 Somali immigrants in one city. You can't do that because that will be more powerful for these immigrants and voting the mayor they want, voting everything they speak to them, they help them, right? I think probably they help each other. So as a new immigrants, and I also learned from a lot of history. In China, what they do is they spread them a little bit, like in Xinjiang, in other like city, province, and they moving the Chinese people out there, right? The real like Han Chinese people out there, and spread them like the population like half, or even like maybe more Chinese and less like these Muslim people. And the Muslim people should be blind to the CCP. They say America is nuts. They label American nuts. Especially the white people. I don't know why they label them, because Nick Shirley is just talking about the facts, and Charlie Kirk is talking about this theory, that opinion, these comments, right? I'm not 100% agree with Charlie Kirk's opinion and comments, but I agree he's like his courage, so he can speak. He encouraged us to speak, right? And also Nick Shirley encouraged all these independent journalists. So everybody got a phone right now. We can do independent journalists to expose this news. Why in New York State there are so many African immigrants? They are selling this Gucci product and fake LV, fake this product. Why they can? So why nobody else can? Why there's no police out there? I don't know, right? Can somebody tell me? And he did a social experiment that when he like putting his temporary shop, or we say a blanket, put some bags out there, and this African American asked him to leave, and he said, "Everybody got the right to put it here. If you can, I can, right?" So why they don't allow them? I think there's a gang out there. Also, the governor in Minnesota, Tim Walz, he said Nick Shirley is a white supremacist. And I think he is the white supremacist, because you know why? And he thinks he's above everyone. He is above like all these immigrants. So he didn't say anything about these, Asian people and also other people not from Africa. He said, "Oh, if you against these African immigrants, you're the white supremacists." He should say, if you're against all immigrants, not only African immigrants, right? So when he say there's a specific area immigrants he's protecting, so he is a white supremacist. He thinks he's above everyone. He only protected these African immigrants in Minnesota. That's why I don't encourage people, like especially Chinese, go to Minnesota. It's too cold, and also get out in Minnesota. Do not pay the tax for them, right? So if everybody in Minnesota walk away, leave the other state, go to Indiana, right? My favorite university, Purdue University, is out there. I also earned a degree certificate out there, and also move to Idaho, move to any other, like help these small states, because these small states, they encourage you to contribute, because it's a new immigrants. You are coming here to contribute this country because you want to do something back to your home country. You cannot do, right? For example, in China, you cannot be an independent journalist. If you do that way, like Chen Qiushi, and he got arrested. So many people when in COVID that time, so many people become independent journalists in China, got arrested. I can say over hundreds. So here, Nick Shirley just encouraged everybody to be an independent journalist. And also, I gotta be the independent journalist soon, you know? So I give my own opinion. And also, why all these immigrants, like, they are taking the benefits. They don't provide to the US federal government, even the state government, they don't provide these benefits to Asian, India. Why? They don't provide. They racist Asian, I want to say that. Right? They are giving other people, immigrants, more higher position, but lower other immigrants' position. So that's not fair to us. If you want to give away benefits, give away to anybody. So, as I want to say, we come here, we want to be fair, right? What the equality is. We need help, but no one help us. And they came here just taking the benefits. They don't contribute anything, and you guys help them so much. Why? Because you want them to vote. And also, you can see if all the Chinese people living in one city, that's gotta be the Chinese city. That's not gonna be happen. Even in Chinatown, a lot of Chinese, they don't even speak Chinese out there. And so that's my own story. So thanks for listening, and see you in my next channel. Bye bye.